So to make the baby dinosaur, this is what I'm using today. I've got a MDF board, which is 16.5 inches long by nearly 12 inches wide. And I've placed one hole in the middle. I've got my steel rod, which I have to make food safe. Nuts, 2 from each end. We have the washers, 2 at each end. I also have a piece cut out of thinner MDF. Place one hole on it, and this is going to attach through the hole. And its measurement is 6.5 or 6 3/4 long by 4, just over 4 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach all these items. I'm taking the top washer off, nut off, because I need to make it food safe. Put that to the side just now as well. So I've got my first one with a washer. Pop it in your hole, turn it upside down, catch it at the other side. You need another washer and then another nut. And then we need to tighten both sides of the nuts. Now I'm going to come back and re-tighten that. I need to put some feet on the bottom of my board. So I've attached some feet on, just making sure they're all stuck on. And I've got my tool for tightening. Tightening the nuts. Now you can use 2 of them, or you can use your hands at the other side to keep it steady. And there we have our board. Better. So this then goes on there for the head, but we need to make it food safe. So I'm going to put a plastic rod on it. I think I'm going to tape it up first as well, just for extra protection. You've got to leave a bit at the top because that's going to be your, for just now anyway, that's where your other part of the part goes for the head, the washer. Now, we're going to take our rod. It'll be a tighter fit now. And we're going to cut it down where the foil meets. Just need my cutter. I'll measure against it. It's a jumpy little thing. It might be about there. You can mark it with your pen. I'm running out of time. This is for my daughter for tomorrow. And it is now 1:15 in the afternoon. And I have to have it done today. This tool is getting quite blunt. Here we go. So I've not used anything for a long time. Yeah. So we'll just flatten this out a little bit more and pop our dowel on. Tighter the better, actually, to make it food safe. I'm going to attach the head later because I need to build up my cakes first. And you can build it up while you've got the head on, but it's easier if you can do it after. The head's going to be like that. So that's the shape you're going for. It's got quite a big head. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this cake as well or something else. You can use Rice Krispie treats, you can use foil, use anything like that. So I'm going to make my board food safe now. I'm just going to get another board and put it on top. So we have our board ready. Start adding some cake. And this is the little monster we are making today. So I'm going to get my buttercream, give it a little tidy up, and then start adding on the cake. Now I've built up the cake with my Nutella buttercream. I've got 1, 2, 3 layers, and this one's sloping down. This is hopefully going to be part of the tail. I'm nearly at the top. I'm going to add the head on. It's curved at the front slightly. I'm not sure about, it does in the picture go narrower up to the neck, which I'll make this bit, because I want to leave plenty cake. I don't want to be taking too much away. So let's add on this head. So we've got our nut, we've got our washer. Place the head on top. And our final washer and nut. Now I'm going to make that food safe and then raise up the cake underneath. So this is what we're looking at so far, guys. Got this food safe, and I've got my other piece of cake underneath there, which is up to put my buttercream on. Next thing I'm going to do is buttercream this part, and then I'm going to think what I'm going to do with the top half. Okay, this is where I'm at now. I've decided that we need some legs. He's got big legs on there. This is the sort of shape we're going to use, maybe make it a little bit smaller. For his legs, I decide I've got 2 of these ready to go. And as you can see, we're about here now. I'm not going to put all buttercream around here because I'm going to put ganache. And I'm thinking of making a hole at the back. So I'll have to take this piece off, make the hole for the tail wire. I've decided to go with foil on the head because he's got quite a big head, and I do think that's going to be too much cake, even though I've got more cake there. This is for my daughter's birthday, and she wouldn't want all that cake, so I'm going to make that foil. So I've decided to make 2 holes for the wire to go in, and this is the wire. So I had to put tin foil over my cake so I could get my holes in, and this is the wire I've got. So I want to put these 2 prongs into the holes, and I'm going to have to, you can tie them underneath the board, secure. So there we have our foil round our tail. So I'm going to go back and do this part. The legs I've attached on, so they stick out slightly at the side. I've got a head on, a whole ball of foil. And all I'm going to do is attach it. I'm going to attach it onto the spike and stick it down with the fondant. But I need to make a nose because it's lower down. And that's my next job with the foil. So there is our form of our dino. Leaving as much cake as I can in the body. Too much for the head. Tail on, head on, legs on. So the next thing we're going to do is ganache it all. So we have the difficult job of covering with fondant. And I'm covering with fondant and then using one of these, the end of it, to make dinosaur skin. So once you've got all your fondant on and all the dots, you're going to make sausage shape round the nose to make some nostrils. So we're not blended it all in yet. And I'm going to make some ice and malt eyes. Put on these spikes. So for the spikes, I'm going to use this brown, which I was like in the picture. I'm going to add some ice and malt into it to make them harder. Now to add them onto spikes, we're just going to use some water. And take each spike, just press it on firmly onto the head. Space them out. And I'm going to carry on right down his back. Now for his smile, same colour, into sausage, and we're going to put it round the front of his mouth. Already wet. That's 2. Need it a bit thinner. And I'm going to attach it on. So here's his claws. Quite a simple one. It's a little young cake. And his funny smile. And all his spikes on. Now we have to do arms. Now to make his arms, in the picture they're coming from the side round. So as we know, dinosaurs has got little arms. I'm going to half this paste I have here. And 1/2 is going to be one arm, the other's the other arm. So I think it's got 4 claws there. And let's make 4. And all I'm going to do is pinch them together. Like so. Let's give it some markings. And let's see if we can attach this. I don't know if you're going to see this happening or not. So it's going to go on the side there. And it like hugs round the front of his chest. So, don't know if I made it a wee bit too long. In fact, I'll maybe make the claws with brown on it as well. I've just noticed on the video that, on the picture, his little, I'm just going to put these on top of this, his little spikes is more curved than mine. So I'm thinking of maybe taking them off and flattening them down a bit. And making them more baby curved. Now we have our spikes on our hands. Fingers, I'm going to add it on. Still looks too long. Okay, I know they've got small arms, but wow. That looks better. I'm going to make the other one and I'll show you it from the front. So So here is our arms. So here is our finished dinosaur. I've added some skin, changed it to blue. The fondant wasn't working well, it's very stretchy.